Hello, this is going to be a collective reading for April 2025. Hello, collective. Sorry, I was a little bit long, but sometimes I see things. I've been getting a lot of information about Aries. Every season when the signs change, I like to pay attention to that certain body part. So like Aries is the crown. So what I've been doing daily is I got this rosemary peppermint oil, and I've been anointing the crown of my head, especially this very, very tippy part. That very, very tippy part, a lot of people, when you're being psychically attacked and stuff like that, that tippy top of your head will be very tender. I don't know if you want to try it. It's that tippy top part. And it'll be very tender, and a lot of times you won't even notice unless you touch it or massage your head or, something like that. And sometimes it can be so tender up there that once you touch it and realize it's almost like unbearable. It's like, wow, how did I not know that was that sore and tender? And it just happens to be where male pattern baldness starts. So I've been getting a lot of information about all of that baldness, the hair, the crown, the strength, the confidence is Aries. And they mess with that to mess with Aries. Confidence is that youth. You can tell youth a lot of times by someone's hair. How shiny is it? How bouncy is it? How alive is it? Spirit likes the hair. So again, when people are going bald or there's alopecia or things like that, it has a lot to do with spirit. And all diseases, baldness, we might not even think of it as a disease, but it's spirit, and it is a curse. It's a curse, and a curse, I keep telling you guys, the S, there's a cure. The curse, there's a cure in the curse. You just have to be able to understand what it is and not allow these people to put you back in the same cycles, like especially if it's something like hair or wigs or something like that. That's in the astrology. It's right there in the astrology, so you know for a fact that it's part of the circle, which is the ritual, which is the race, which is what they call it in China. It's the race, the great race of all of the animals in the sky, the constellations. It's a race or a marathon, And it's about taking over the monarchy, the black monarchy. And there's so many things that we do, black people, white people, everybody do ritualistically that's keeping these things in place, these curses. And we're all doing it. We all have no idea. But we need to start waking up and paying attention and growing up, becoming Aquarius is here to mature us. So again, it's and the crown. I don't want to talk about this until we get to Taurus, but again, I've been talking about the Taurus field and how it's a mimic of the spine, and that back part of that neck is Taurus, and Taurus is the abundance. It's also the stability. It's what holds Aries, you know, and Aries needs to be stable because it's the child, and it's the confident child. It's the coming king, you know. It's exalted in the sun. They say that Aries, more like Aries season, was when Jesus was born. You know, I've said that before. It was like more in Pisces Aries season because of the temperatures over there. You know, it would have been unbearably too cold around Christmas time, you know, for Jesus to be born in a manger. You know, it's like... What do we have for the collective? So yeah, the black magic. Oh my goodness, I'm getting so much. Beggar. Light attribute confronts empowerment at the level of physical survival. Awaken the spiritual authority of humility, compassion, and self-esteem. Dependence on others to the exclusion of effort. This is the shadow attribute of the beggar. This is giving me like Heyoka, or like, to be careful how you treat people, because you might be treating, you know, entertaining angels unawares. And it's also giving me this Piscean energy that I've been really, I don't feel like I've been forced to embody. I don't feel forced. I feel like I am tapping into this Piscean energy that is very beautiful. And it's about humility. It's about you being who you are and being enough. And this is who I am, and that's what it is, you know? And Pisces is very much like that. Artist. Light attributes expression, a dimension of life that is just beyond the five senses. It's inspiring others to see life symbolically. Shadow attributes, using talent as an excuse to mistreat others, posing as a starving artist to elicit pity. Also, my voice is really, really raspy right now. I don't know why. It does that sometimes. That's why I always try to talk in a higher tone, but I was told that I'm not supposed to do that anymore. So my voice changes so much, like really weird though. Like almost like I'm a different person or something sometimes, like honestly. And I don't think I'm a different person, but it's just my throat. It'll like, even when I sing, it'll be sometimes, you know, and sometimes I'm like such an alto, like deep, deep alto. I don't know. Storyteller. Light attribute, ability to experience and express life through stories and symbols. Shadow attribute, messing up tales that harm others. This is giving me the media and that freaking hands-off shit. That storyteller, the media, how it's been trying to like scare the hell out of everybody. And oh my gosh, that Trump post is so Aries, you guys. It's about strength. You know, everybody is so used to scheming and scamming that, you know, something happens and we're so scared, like, you know, we don't know how to rough it. Like, learn to wait, learn to be strong, learn to, you know, there's greater later kind of thing. And that is so true. Trump is embracing this Saturnian energy, not going into that Rahu, get what I can get now energy. And that's amazing. Oh my gosh, I just thought about something too. I have to send somebody this. I'll probably edit that out. Yeah, but this is giving me the media and how they're trying to deal with thief underneath. Look at that shit. I'm telling you. Well, them people are They're witches. They're witches, they're witches, they're witches. So is Elon, though. This artist is giving me Aries. It's coming out to bring something to the world, to show the world something new. And it's like Pisces is going into Aries. Maybe we're coming out of this Piscean energy, and like with me, I've been just having to embrace it and understand it. Again, probably to let go of some of the baggage that was in Piscean age in order for a new beginning to arise with Aries, which is the artist. And with storyteller, it's also giving me that someone has a story to tell. I mean, if these freaking assholes let you get it out, because we have this fake media, this AI, these people that have submitted themselves to this evil agenda. You are the terrorist. Like, if you submitted yourself to this evil agenda, they have records of everything. They have records of everything. And I keep trying to tell you, ladies, these men, they've been trying to sacrifice you. So as soon as it's time, and I bet you they didn't put their name on anything. You know, they just put yours there. And you better tell, okay? You better tell it all. And don't be afraid of nobody threatening your life, because the divine feminine is very prominent right now. And if you do the right thing for the divine feminine, she will protect you. And they can't do shit about it, okay? Learn to trust spirit, literally, and see its power. See how it'll stop these pimps, male and female. It'll stop them. It's working for this child energy that loves the mother, that wants to be nurtured, that understands that she's important. Because again, like I was saying, I wanted to wait until Taurus season came. Taurus is the spine, and it's connected to Aries. This is why Aries and Taurus, they both represent somebody that goes in head first. The bull charges, the ram charges. Both of them will charge your ass, okay? Except for the bull is the backbone. It's the strength that actually connects Aries to the rest of the body. That's why it's the mother. It's the cow. It's the harvest, because you drink from the cow's milk and it nourishes you, and then you till the ground and the cow eats the grass, and then again the milk nourishes you, and then you till the ground and the cow eats the grass, and it's a circle of life that no one's dying. Everything is being taken care of. It's not being slaughtered. Like, you know, that's the whole thing. They got the bull with the goddamn sword in it. They're always trying to slaughter this bull that is this nurturing energy that is trying to nurture the earth. It represents the circle of life where nothing is dying. I'm done. I'm sorry. I get into this is the collective reading, so just breathe, I'm sorry, I mean, I'm passionate, okay? I am passionate. So we have this Aries energy in the reverse with the solar plexus. Again, that's courage. Everything I've been saying. The solar plexus, that's the joy. That's, of course, we know that the Leo is the heart, but Virgo is the solar plexus. It's your gut. It's your gut. So again, Virgo and Leo are right next to each other on the strength card. It's about strength. And I was mentioning that post, that tweet that Donald Trump tweeted about us being strong. I'm going to post that. I might make it the damn cover of the readings. Don't y'all get mad. Because we've been lied to, so you have to drop a narrative right now and just pay attention. There's so much going on. Do not commit yourself to an agenda. You're better than that. You're more worthy than that. And the people that are ringing out these agendas are disgusting, trash individuals that are desperate. Don't let them use you. Stand up. Be patient. Be strong. Endure. You're better than that. And they want you to be desperate and hungry and impatient so they can have control over you and get you in some stupid contract. I'm sorry. I said I was going to stop. I'm sorry. My voice is so raspy too. It's like, shut your ass up. You sound like a frog. Look, the throat. What in the hell is going on? We'll just breathe. Base chakra. You know, the base chakra in the self-actualization chart represents your physiology. And this is what I've been saying about that got us so far down deep in our root to where we don't know our physique. We don't know if we're male or female, if it matters or doesn't matter anymore. We are digressing. We are devolving. I think, if that's a word. Whew, and it has to do with our throat chakra, you guys. And the throat is where the art comes out. It's the portal. And it's how the Jinn, it represents Gemini. Gemini is the twins. Also represents the Jinn, the lovers, you coming back into yourself. That Taurus field with that blue and that red wire going up it is the blood, the blue and the red blood on one side, because the heart hasn't oxygenated the blood yet. You know what I'm saying? That's what this is about, the heart, you guys. So when we talk about the crown and we talk about, let me see, what else have I been doing to activate Aries in my energy besides anointing my head? I'll show you guys some stuff. I massage the top of my head. I have like it's a little simple little tool. I think I got it for like $6. And it's a little bitty brush and it has rose quartz in it. And I like to charge it too. And the first moon, you know, because Aries, I like to rub my head with it and give myself love and nurturing, because Aries is the child and it needs that. It's about remothering yourself, you know. We have to do that because women have been very toxic. The mother energy has been very toxic, and it's not her fault. But she has to stand up and not stop doing things before she's made to look like she's just a problem and needs to be replaced, kind of thing. That's what happens when, you know, you have a car and you love it and it's perfect, but it starts breaking down and giving you problems. You try, you get it fixed, you hold on, you might even let it sit and collect dust in the garage. But after a while, it's like, I gotta do something else. And that's not what we want to be. We don't want to be the old classic that's sitting in the garage collecting dust as Black women, because we are what birthed everything. And how you treat one Black woman is how you treat another. And it's how you treat yourself. Little do you know, especially these divine feminine energies out here that have been being super abused by other Black women. For pimps. Oh, you're going to be so sorry. I just don't know what to do. Detach. That's what I'm supposed to do. Let's see how that works. Detach. Libra. Justice. Detach. Mm. And this here says open up with this throat chakra and this base chakra. Whew, guys. This red card, this four is the Four of Pentacles. Usually it's someone holding on, but because the card says open up, we're going to read it like a reverse. It says open up. And I hear with this trust, somebody doesn't trust a beggar. It's somebody here that is not going to get another chance. Somebody here with this solar plexus energy. Maybe this means, excuse me. Maybe this means that somebody is not going back to trusting people from the past or people that were needy. I don't know. The Fool card is usually not, it's not a shallow type of card. I can't believe the solar plexus came out and I was talking about courage, and that's what that is. It's the nurturing part of the strength. The mother, the nurturing part. It's like somebody doesn't trust, maybe they don't trust their mother. Because again, it's the beauty part. Art is also the beauty. It's when the mind and the strength meet in the center. Because again, I keep telling you, the red and the blue is the mind and the red is the strength. And in the middle, you come at 0 on the meter. You know what I'm saying? That's the Fool card. And that's the beauty. That's the art. It's the creation of the child. It's Ma'at, balance. It's all here. With Just Breathe, this is the Four of Swords in the reverse. This is somebody just being very having anxiety. This is almost like being trapped in fear or in a limbo because of fear or mental, or maybe someone needs to rest their mind. Maybe this is stopping some kind of creativity. Again, with the blue and red, this is crazy. I didn't even notice this. Wait a minute. We got the blue and the red with the beggar and the artist, right? Then we got the blue and the red here with the chakras, the artist and the stability. Ugh. And it's kind of backwards because being the beggar kind of messes with your stability, and the artist is the throat. That's what I was just saying, the art. And then with the Just Breathe, the throat is underneath this art card. So it's just all here. I'm blown away over here. I'm serious. I feel like something about this open up. Again, with the red and the blue here, I feel like this solar plexus is what's missing. It's like the heart needs to be, because you got the solar plexus is here and it's open, and then the throat, but it's skipping the heart, and the base chakra is connected to the heart. I always say that. It's something about the heart. And this is a green card. Let's see what's under here. Share the love. Green. Underneath, balance. Share the love. And this is a 3 of cups. Storyteller. Share the love. Maybe share your story with this throat chakra. Something about your story. Maybe you're ashamed, but you don't need to be. Maybe your story is going to free people. I'm telling you, this is insanity. It's insanity, you guys. Oh my God. I've been over here hollering and screaming, crying and praying for my people. It hurts. It hurts to see us be such a fraction of what we really are. Like, what I know we are. What I've seen us be. I've seen it. And I've seen it in the darkest places. It's like we weren't like this at first. We let somebody come in and manipulate our narrative. And that's what happened. And we need to stop. Motherfucker is disgusting. Does not care. These people are sacrificing your sons and your daughters to be shallow, you know? It's like Never Neverland, like the Lost Boys or something. You know, like they don't want to grow up and they're so, you know, it's like a mean child who is just like the ant bully. It's like, man, everything I say is like sticking out to me right now. Pisces, I've been all in Piscean energy over here. Shit. Feeling amazing though, I have to say. Feeling, it's hard to explain. Crying a lot, definitely releasing a lot, but still feeling, I don't know how to explain it. Peace, it's like a peace. 10 of Pentacles and a 6 of Pentacles in reverse. That's clarifying this. We have a 10 of Pentacles in the upright. 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody isn't being fair. So there's not, this must be this beggar. Somebody that was dependent on others to the exclusion of effort. So somebody in your family, somebody wasn't getting something or they felt like they wasn't getting something. But this person is dependent on others with the exclusion, confronts empowerment at the level of physical survival. Wow. Listen, I just said Pisces, it says awakens the spiritual authority of humility, compassion, and self-esteem. Wow, the spiritual authority of. So there's spiritual authority in humility, compassion, and self-esteem. I believe that self-esteem has to do with this artist again, Aries energy, the crown. The crown, you guys. Oh, I was watching the DJ Academics and Kanye, and I was looking at DJ Academics' posture. It is so bad. Like, when I look at somebody's posture, I'm like, what a snake that one is. Yeah. When you're like, with your, it's just so, so weak. Like, dude, these are men. This is what they're looking up to. When your spirit is good, you are, you're upright. It's what the Bible talks about, that you being upright. And when somebody in the backbone, I was just talking about Aries being the confidence, and it's sitting on Taurus, which is the backbone. Like, I'm dying. This freaking reading and these energies. She got the Emperor in here in reverse. I'm just talking about these assholes that are leading you wrong, and how like DJ Academics has horrible postures. Oh, he needs to train. Horrible posture. I mean, just awful. And it looks so sickly and weak and, debilitated almost. Like, sheesh, that man is not going to be able to... He's not very bad back. Ace of Cups in the reverse. Something just was mean and unloving. And then we have a Two of Cups. So it's like somebody wanted to take the Ace of Cups. This is from God to give you their Two of Cups. This is like choosing man over God. Maybe somebody in your family did, because this is somebody that's powerful. So they're able to give this money. Something about some kind of money and no new beginning because of some kind of money and something about this solar plexus. Maybe somebody needs to ask somebody for some money. We have a Five of Cups, yes, with this Five of Swords and this Just Breathe. I feel like this artist's work has gotten stolen. That's what this is. This work, that's because this is this mental energy that, thinks it can outsmart everyone. This is this negative Gemini. I was just talking about the twins and coming back to yourselves in the red and blue frequency, because it's the Jinn. It's something about your family. It's in the upright though. There's 10 of coins. Something about somebody sabotaging something and stealing something from you to hollow you out. With this Just Breathe, it's like she has this shadow part of herself. These people are trying to hollow you out, trying to even, immaculate conception is a thing, and people do try to impregnate you spiritually. You have to agree to it, but it's like that desire they try to get you with, and that's why it's important. Oh my goodness, you guys, I'm just getting so much. You have Temperance here in reverse, Sagittarius energy. Somebody's overdoing something. Somebody is being extra cruel with the Ace of Cups in reverse and the Emperor in reverse and the Six of Coins in reverse. Somebody is not giving you what's fair out of a legacy. This is a legacy. Somebody here is in the Five of Cups and the Five of Swords. Someone is stealing too much. They're going to get caught. I said in the beginning of this reading, like, these women, too, you guys have to understand these men. Well, especially if you ain't dealing with them no more. They can't wait to give your ass up. And that's what they're going to do, mark my words. Five of Pentacles. You got all these fives right here. 5, 5, 5. Five of Cups, Five of Swords, and Five of Pentacles. Somebody is out in the cold. I'm assuming it's an Empress, since we have a 10 of Pentacles here and the Emperor in reverse. Somebody's an Earth Angel. The artist, probably this Aries energy I've been talking about, but just fire energy. Look, the Fool in reverse. Speaking of Aries, again, this is the Fool in reverse right here, and it has something to do with the roots. I'm telling you, in the throat. You don't know your physiology. You gotta know your physiology so you can know how you're supposed to show up in the world, what your light is. You guys don't even know what your Merkaba color is. So then you don't even know what you're supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be balanced. My Merkaba is the prettiest color I've ever seen in my life. And it's crazy because it's a color that I always gravitate towards. And it has an iridescent, that's why I love stuff like this unicorn look, because my Merkaba has this iridescent cast over it, so when it moves it's like, you know, different shades of pink and blue and teal, like a rainbow, but like pastel colors. So that's why I love pastels and stuff like that, and these blue purples and, you know, pinks together, because teal, the green, it reminds me of my Merkaba. And you gotta find out what your Merkaba, bet it's probably your favorite color, which is so weird because we really do. We're vain as hell, and we need to. And then they try to give us colors of certain things so that, you know, like pink, for example. Pink isn't everybody's favorite color, you know, and it's not my favorite color. My Merkaba has pink in it because of the cast, but it's not pink, you know, so that's what happens. They try to manipulate us through colors, and now everybody wants to wear pink when pink might not even go good with your color. It might clash, you know, but you want to do this because everybody else is doing it, and this is what they're pushing out. Conjuring. I told you, colors and symbols are more relevant than words. That's what the universe understands, is colors and symbols. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse. So yeah, somebody's been attacking you. This Fool in reverse, trying to stop this Fool card. I'm telling you, it's at this base chakra with this Knight of Swords in the reverse. This red card here. Then here you have the Six of Cups. So this is somebody from the past. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. This is about your work. Yeah, you know, Gemini also represents the hands. It's your works, your voice. That's how spirit self-actualizes. Again, I will post the self-actualization pyramid, so you see that the colors, the chakras, everything goes together, you guys, and it's about healing. It's about healing every day, the rainbow body. And it's not a coincidence that these things are broken down by rainbow. It's not. Some kind of new beginning, gosh. It's in the reverse with the Strength card in the reverse. It's everything that I was saying in the beginning of the reading. Trump and how he's, you know, begging for us to be strong. Like, our president is begging for us to be strong, you guys. Come on, man. Like, get it together. Don't be weak. Like, oh, man, that touched me. That man has been touching me a lot lately with the women and the athletes. For the women, that was so impactful to me. This tweet that he sent out about being strong is very, very important. I don't think that it's a coincidence that he's sending it out now in this age of, you know, this, we're in Aries season. This is the beginning of strength. We need to grab onto this, and they're trying to push out this fear because they want this energy. They want it. Do you think it's a coincidence that the hands off it? I just talked about the fucking hands, the work. Your works, these are crooks. They're the crooks, and they'll call you the crook. They're the fucking witches, and they'll call you the witch. That's what they do. They say that you are what they are. That's how disgusting they are, and they know it. They know that if they say that you're the way they are, that people will freaking hate your guts. Do you know what kind of psychological crap you have to have up here and here? To open your mouth and lie on somebody and say that they're who you are, and you know that. God, I don't think you guys Autoimmune. The body is going to turn on you. That's probably why they're trying to chip people too, so that they can override, the body turning on itself. You have the Ace of Pentacles here in the Moon, so I feel like somebody's going to get some money. It's going to be hidden though. Or there is some money here that's hidden, which fucking sucks. With Two of Swords in the reverse. This is not being able to make a decision. What else about this moon? Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. And the Six of Wands. I feel like you're going to have some kind of harvest come in. The Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, it's not giving me the best thing, but with this Six of Wands, this is victory over this. It's even like public, kind of. It doesn't have to be, but there's other people around. Other people know with this moon here. I think you're going to have a victory. And I think that it's going to be... People are going to know. People that matter are going to know. I don't think that it's going to be so public, but the people that matter are going to know the truth. You got the Eight of Cups in reverse at the bottom of the deck. That's not walking away emotionally from something or being stuck kind of in an emotional energy. I think that this is what the energy, this is how I feel lately. Like, kind of like I'm in between. Yeah, with this Two of Swords. Eight of Cups. Is that Pisces? It is Pisces. Knowing what to hold on to and what to fight for and what not to fight for. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I can't change, the courage to change the things that I have, and the wisdom to know the difference. Serenity, courage, and wisdom. Again, the serenity is the mind, body, spirit, wisdom, strength, and beauty. Serenity is the mind, the courage is the strength, and the wisdom is the beauty. Or the wisdom could be the mind too. They're both, because wisdom is usually the balance, But it could also be the mind, and the serenity is also like peace, it's balance. So serenity, it could be mixed. All of them can be. Because they all need to be working together to bring the beauty and the art in the first place. Something is imbalanced with the masculine and the feminine. The feminine isn't even out here. You know what I'm saying? It's like she's not, except for in this Justice card. Libra, which is also... And the Temperance in reverse, it's like, I don't know. I feel like the feminine isn't even here. It's this masculine, and that's giving me energy saying that there's nothing that you need to do but to love yourself, nurture yourself. Nurture your Aries energy. I was thinking the other day about my nails. And my nails have a lot to do with me remothering myself. I remember when I was a little girl, me and my mom lived in a single apartment. She, was working, trying to get on her feet. And I would stay home. I was about 4 or 5. And she would leave me home while she's at work. She couldn't afford a babysitter. But I started going to the lady's house next door, and she had all these nail polishes, right? And I would go over there, and my mother was not the type of person to be girly or anything like that. And the girl gave me like 20 nail polishes, and I had all different colors, and I had like 3 that were like neutral, but all the rest of them were all these different colors. I was a little girl. Do you know I went in the bathroom because we had a little bitty bathroom and it was just one shelf, and my mother had thrown away all my nail polishes except for the ones that she liked, the three neutral colors, and was so mean and funky about it. I don't think that I tried to like doll myself up or be pretty. After that, for a long time, I was a tomboy until I went to public school, which was like the 8th grade. And boys liked me because it was a black school. I went to a Oriental school, while I was growing up. But so, I wasn't the most popular. I was still very popular, but, not with the boys. I was like a tomboy. I was popular in sports and stuff like that. Like I was the fastest to climb the jungle gym and shit like that, and one of the first to be picked on, touch football and stuff like that. But the boys didn't like me, and they were like super short compared to me. I was like towering over everyone. But yeah, when I got into 8th grade and boys started liking me, I just really didn't know what to do, really. So learning to do my nails was a big thing that I felt so thwarted by my mother and her evil, jealous nature that it was just a big part of remothering myself. And now I have a ton of nail polishes, and I don't even need a ton. I know how to make all the colors with just 7 colors, like in the rainbow. So, I mean, there's so many things that I've learned and I've perfected that has to do with remothering myself. And that's just one of the things offhand, and that's Gemini. Again, it's the hands. It's important. So I'm saying that to say there might be something like that for you. You need to go back, because the Aries, again, is the child, and we're talking about this shadow energy and this red and blue, and getting to that center, which is like a purple. It's a purple color. So, and it's that royal heart. That strength, you guys. Doesn't matter what it is. I think for a lot of women, it's probably your hair. Remother yourself. Learn to do it yourself the right way. Because she probably didn't teach you the right way. Maybe she didn't know. My mother was sent away by her mother and taken care of by her grandfather. So at the end of the day, at least my mother kept me. My grandmother was an Aquarius. Aquarius women can be very mean and strict. They had hard lives, and they do not try to keep that hardness away from you, because they know that that's what makes you grow. But sometimes, in the case of my mother, it wasn't good. And it's funny, my grandmother told my mother before she died, my mother saw my grandmother, came to her, and she said that she was in the wrong line for heaven. She said she thought she was in the wrong line. No, she said she just had a dream that she was in the wrong line. And I bet she was. Because you can't offend children and never fix it. Never just cruel about it. And Aquarius can be that way, because a lot of them were mistreated as children themselves. And my grandmother was an orphan, in a way. She was sent away too, just like she sent away my mother. So curse. It's a curse, and it's something that us as black women have had to deal with. We just really have. And we don't like to look at things because we're so emotional. I said I've been crying my freaking heart out just from the details of what's been going on. I already know But the details, it's like this High Priestess, Minor Arcana, Two of Swords card, you know? It all coming out and humbling me, like making me feel like I'm nothing. But in a way, it's also freeing, too. And I don't know how to explain that, except right here it says, awakens the spiritual authority of humility, compassion, and self-esteem. This is why Pisces is the most spiritual sign. That spiritual authority, because of that humility, the compassion, the forgiveness. And they're right next to Aries, so they still have that drive. I love their energy. You should tap into it. The Eight of Cups in the reverse is at the bottom of the deck, and that's not walking away from your emotions. That's facing them, sitting in them, letting them come up. That's part of mothering yourself too. Let yourself cry. We all want to be so hard, especially black women. We're the mean black woman, the mad black lady. Like, we need to be soft. We need to give ourselves a chance to cry and to hurt. It's healthy. We need. That was my alarm. It is pill o'clock. But definitely pill o'clock. Here they are right here, because you know, but that's what I have. We have to, as women, open up to that nurturing energy. I keep saying this is about the heart. That purple, that red and blue together makes purple. Oops. Makes purple. Open up. She has purple in the bottom here too. It's funny. That's what I got, collective. I hope that you enjoyed the reading, and I'll see you next time. Peace.